Scott, I wonder, one of the things that's always struck me about you is that obviously you're one of the people in a team that really developed this outcome rating scale and session rating scale. And what struck me about you is that you believe that feedback informed treatment isn't only about those measures, right? That people can use other measures to achieve this. And I think that sometimes people who are interested in doing this work get a little bit confused about what the magical part is. And I know that you know it's not exactly the measure, but maybe you could talk a little bit about what is the magic part of feedback informed treatment if it's not the measure itself that helps more clients to actually get better.
Well, we have a number of research findings that really led to the development of feedback informed treatment. Here are a couple of them. Our field's outcomes have not improved over the last 50 years. We've had an explosion in the number and types of diagnoses, in the number and types of different treatment approaches. Each generation, every 10 to 15 years, witnesses the rise of the latest revolution in mental health care, the thing that will push our outcomes to a higher level. And it usually sputters out with the development of the next new idea. So for me, we were looking for how could we improve treatment outcomes. Here's another. Therapists, and I know this is hard to hear, but therapists overestimate their effectiveness by about 65%.
Mhm.
Now, maybe that confidence is a good thing. It helps build hope in our clients. But the problem is that it also causes us to miss when clients are at risk for discontinuation, at risk for a poor outcome, at risk for continuing in care without a positive outcome. By the way, with regard to the latter, what's the percentage? 25%. As high as 25% of clients will continue in care over longer periods of time than average without any measurable benefit. So those are two real key findings that suggest that we probably need to lean in. Third, we're looking for something that is trans theoretical, that all clinicians can use to foster a conversation with the client. So let me just talk about Heidi Brotland. Heidi Brotland is a Norwegian psychologist who asked the very question that you're asking. Well, what is it about this fit thing that actually makes a difference? And she found that if the use of the measures improves the relationship between the client and the helper, that this accounts for a large portion of the effect of feedback informed treatment.
Mhm.
And let me just give one more figure. Bram Bovendert, who is a Dutch researcher, he was looking at what's the improvement rate when people use FIT, when they're fully implemented. That means not just administering the measures, but actually fostering a conversation with the client and then taking steps to address what the client brings up, which means sometimes changing what I'm doing, sometimes changing where it's being done, and in certain cases, helping the client get to some other kind of care or some other kind of provider. What's that effect? About a 25% overall improvement in treatment outcome. So for me, the magic is focus on the results. Look and see if what I'm doing is working. Have conversation with clients that are aimed at improving this connection, that I'm working on what they want in a way that is understandable to them, that is consistent with their values. When we do that, outcomes tend to improve.